why are you selling these silver precious metals items?
Because I don't like banks.
Welcome.
Hey.
Welcome, gentlemen.
Nice
Great to see you. Well,
Yeah,
I'll shake your hand first. Welcome, sir, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Thanks for showing up promptly this morning. I'm really excited to go through these items and work on a deal. I'm guessing that you have the items in the car. You want to go
right
get them and bring them in?
Yeah, sure. Sounds good.
Okay. So this is a good amount of stuff you have here. And obviously we're going to go through and continue to organize the items and come to an offer for you on it. Mm-hmm. But I'm just curious, why are you selling these silver precious metals items?
Because I don't like banks. A lot of bad experiences over the years with banks. And so I, make a long story short, basically decided I was going to save up precious metals and eventually get a house with it. And rather than having it in the bank where the money's going to continue losing value, I thought, hey, precious metals, way to go. And I'm a big proponent of precious metals. I actually bought a property. My first property when I came to Maine was bought primarily with precious metals. It wasn't a very expensive one, but it was still precious metals. But the house that I'm currently purchasing, the story went that I made an offer and the seller, the seller's agent, real estate agent, came along and they said, we need to see proof of funds. And I said, okay, I have proof of funds. No, we need to see money in the bank is what we need to see. I thought, well, this is better than money in the bank. Oh, no, you know, everything. So I had to put a big deposit down, much bigger than normal, so I could prove that I can, you know, if I lose, I'm going to lose a lot of money.
Hi, folks. I just wanted to jump in and quickly mention that the gentleman that you see featured in this video, who is a customer, a wonderful guy, we really had a great interaction together, and just so that you know, he has a YouTube channel as well called Born Again Barbarian. And if you're interested, when you're done watching this video, you could pop over to his channel, Born Again Barbarian, and you can see us featured in some of his recent videos and check it out. He was great, his channel, very interesting stuff, and he covers some precious metals related subject matter. So feel free to check that out. And thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this video.
Here. So I have to put more effort into this thing to prove that this is real money. But see, that's one of the things I believe in, that we need to start making the average person realize this is valuable. You know, I think it's Ron DeSantis down in Florida, just here recently, said that gold and silver is legal tender, just actually passed something. So that's good. That's a good thing to get the metals out there. And I know that, you know, here you're doing that with the small 1/10 ounce rounds and the little bars. And that's good. That's getting it out there where we can start to give people, you know, hey, this is real money. This is what it's supposed to be, not the cash and not the cryptocurrency stuff and whatever else either. I'm not a fan of that. But so that's why I'm here. Wanted to come down here for a long time and finally here get to meet you and
wow.
Yeah.
Well, it's great to meet you in person.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that you came out here to do this. We're really excited to get through and to be able to put a number to this and make you an official offer on it that I hope you're going to love. And well, let's get started. I'll stack these snowflakes.
You ever see those
right
before?
Here. I've never seen these before. This is so it's a snowflake of silver.
Yeah.
10 ounce silver snowflake. And then look, stack it on the other ones.
Yeah.
Got 100 ounce silver bar here. That's pretty interesting. There's two of these Valcambi Swiss. Look at this. 10 ounce silver square shape Apmex. I really think that Apmex and Geiger Elemental started making this shape after we did, and we had Sons of Liberty Mint. And then we sold Sons of Liberty Mint in 2016 to Pyromat, and we stopped making this shape. We were the only ones making this square rounded corners things for our tenths and our quarters. Then after we sold the company and stopped doing it, both Geiger, Elemental, and Atmex started making tons of these different, of this shape. And I'm thinking that they were like, oh, that's an interesting shape. I speculate it might have actually had to do with us doing it and then stopping and them knowing we weren't going to do it anymore. And they were like, oh, we're going to try it. But these are pretty cool. I mean, they did a great job making it. Obviously, and Atmex has their own mint, we found out. Okay, so I'm going to stack these.
Let's get this bag out of the way.
By type. This is, have you seen, do you know the difference? You're a smart kid, and we've already learned in this interaction that you're a lot smarter than most kids your age. But I have a test question, a hard question for you. Do you have a guess on how the difference between how this was made and how this was made? Yeah, so this was made a certain way, and this is made a certain way. Any guesses on what that difference is?
Was this poured or was that poured? I'm trying to think.
Yeah, so this is poured. So this is cast or poured, and that's why it has these curved shapes, versus this is rolled, is cast in an ingot, and then rolled, and then blanked, and then they strike it like a coin. So yeah, actually, good guess.
Got it right.
Smart. I didn't know if he was going to know that. I was kind of giving you a hard question. Good job.
Yeah.
So here's a check on learning. This right here, do you think this one is cast or poured, or do you think this is struck like this? Which style do you think this is?
Looks like poured to me.
That's right. This is poured, exactly. And you can see you saw those rounded edges, and they poured it. That's the bottom of the mold, and that's why it has this texture like that. Versus this is struck. That is tarnish, and this is tarnish on silver is also known as silver sulfate, and it's from sulfur in the atmosphere that is absorbed into the silver, and it's what causes that color.
See?
So that's actually from sulfur in the atmosphere. The only thing that causes the silver to colorize or tarnish is sulfur. So if you're in a high sulfur environment, your silver may tarnish faster. Yeah, and people are perplexed as to what causes these unique colors and why it's one color versus another. This has got a little bit of a blue and a brown, and it's really unknown as to what causes it to be one color or another. Scientists are baffled. But they know it's sulfur. See how you found it again right there in the middle?
Oh, yeah.
So what this is doing is it's testing the electrical resistance of the metal to see if it's a match to what gold should be, and particularly gold American Eagle, which has a little bit of silver and copper in it. And so they know what it's supposed to be, and this tests the electrical resistance to see if it's a match. Okay, and that's the basic premise. We're just using a Sigma Metalytics Precious Metals Verifier, which is a great tool, but it is only a verifier, it's not going to tell you what you have, but more so to verify what you think you have. So if you take the Sigma and you're saying, oh, I wonder what metal this is, and you're testing to figure out what metal it is, it's not good for that. But if you say this is supposed to be an American Gold Eagle or a Krugerrand or a pure gold coin, then it can test and say either yes or no, that's a match. So you don't want to use it by itself. You want to use additional means of testing, weighing the item, ding it, and listen to the sound. Those are some additional tests that make it a lot safer than just 100% rely on this. We have compiled a list of items, and so and the rates for those items. So I'm going to hand this to you for you to review it.
Okay.
There's 2 pages. That's my salesman said this is the first 2-page one of these I've ever done.
Yeah, looks good. Everything looks great.
Okay. Looks great. I can take that. So
Yeah.
I guess we have a deal.
Yes, we do.
All right.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Excellent job, sir. Okay. So let me just go ahead and get. Okay. So then I have this check for you. Take a look and make sure that looks right to you.
Yeah, looks good.
All right. So I want to thank you for being a customer. Thank you for choosing local Silver Mint for this deal. And I want to congratulate you on your dollars and on your house. All right. Thank you very much, folks. I'm Silver Dave at Local Silver Mint, reminding you to keep on stacking. Oh, yeah. All right.
All right.
Yeah.